my salary, half cigarette burning in the ashtray. It goes up in smoke like you and me, and not the thing that it used to be. I saw you out again, posting stories with your friend. Well, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that late night last call. It might have been the full moon shining in the night sky, and it might have been our song playing on the radio station when you turned it down. All those melodies were bringing back the memories of your kiss on my lips, told me why you missed me. Must have been something in the whiskey. Probably shouldn't keep holding on to you and me. You probably shouldn't be riding in my Chevy seat, sliding closer, coming over for a couple drinks. Same thing that we did last week. You take my hand in yours, pull me through the bedroom door. Here we go again, jumping back in like last time. And I don't know why, but it might have been a full moon shining in the night sky. Turn it down, and all those melodies were bringing back the memories of your kiss on my lips, told me why you missed me. It must have been something in the whiskey. You say that we won't do this again, but you'll pick up your phone and call me again. Whenever there's a full moon shining in the night sky, when you hear our song playing on the radio station and you turn it down, all of those melodies start bringing back the memories. But your kiss on my lips told me why you missed me. Must have been something in the whiskey. Must have been something in the whiskey. Wake up in the morning about 12 p.m. Too much Jack and too much gin. My head's still pounding like a big bass drum. I'm reaching over for an accent, but they're already gone. Another crazy night in this cowboy's life. 'Cause I do what I wanna, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, singing every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Today in my life
most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, welcome in everybody once again to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the NDRA Bristol Dirt Nationals Super Late Models, and the 7th of 7 consecutive shows from this group here. Got 33 Super Late Models checked in. Joining me in the booth this evening, my good friend Jerry Kieser. Jerry, you there?
Yes, sir. Ready to go racing here at Motor Speedway.
Yeah, a big field for these guys tonight. Their 6 previous modifications have really struggled just to get car counts, but the super late models seem to be extremely popular with these guys. We got 33 of these bad boys checked in here tonight, and a lot of familiar names in the group.
Absolutely. See guys like Kendall Tucker, Alex Bergeron, Logan Rumsey, Davin Cardwell, all in the house tonight, ready to go racing at the High Banks here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, definitely going to be action-packed when you put some names like that out there. Several other names that I know I recognized, you having the limited iRacing experience with these guys. But, the Logan Rumsey, Davin Cardwell, unbelievable. That kid, I have watched him for a long time. He and Alex Bergeron just winning everything they go into. Dirt. Kendall Tucker's been amazing for a while. Randy Reeser, I've seen that name a lot. Felix Roy, that name more and more up and coming. He ran a great street stock race earlier in this event. Dominic Foster, bunch of these guys in here. Everybody's got a chance to win this thing tonight. I don't see how anybody at the beginning of this night could pick a winner. You're going to have to wait till you see what the feature field is.
Absolutely, and you got guys like Kendall Tucker who came off such a big run in the General Tire Winter Nationals with Tim Sims and the DSRL. It's going to be fun to see how he does in these super late models against such a great field of cars. Like you said, guys like Jonathan Atkins, Kyler Bruce, Logan Heiler, Scott Smith, Dominic Foster. It's going to be fun, especially for me to watch and see how some of these guys get around the track.
Yeah, quick shout out. I know my man Tim is watching. The Hillbilly over at the High Banks is watching. Big shout out to him. And I see my man EJ in the chat already this evening. So hope you're ready to kick back. Got the popcorn, maybe a cold adult beverage, and ready to watch some awesome racing here.
I know Timmy's sitting here with a cold Pepsi next to me, ready to go, and then kick back in his Barker Lounger and enjoying the show.
That was not the adult beverage I was thinking of, but hey, way to go, Tim. Let's see. I think the driver's in the driver's meeting here. I think that might be time for us to get down trackside, get our pre-race ceremonies out of the way. So we'll do that. When we come back, we should have qualifying on tap for you.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. A big thank you to Johnny Foley for our national anthem and Sam Foley for the invocation in the pre-race. I like to play a little bit of different stuff on a regular basis, and I played a little bit of Johnny's Nashville recording stuff there. So Johnny Foley, or Reed Foley, on Spotify and Apple stores. Go check out his music. But I want to quickly say, EJ, don't get over there and be, crocodile rocking and end up like a freaking candle in the wind, dude. We couldn't handle that. It'd be a great loss to all of us. So you be careful if you go over to the high banks. Watching the chat here, and Scott King, our resident poor man's Elton John, saying he's going to make a trip over to the high bank sometime this summer, I think.
Well, we'll be glad to have him. We got the doors open. Things are getting closer and closer to being ready here at the Hillbilly High Banks. We're getting excited. Racing season just kicked off this weekend here in Ohio. We Waynesville Raceway Saturday night. Tim and I had a great time. Seen a lot of our old race buddies and stuff, and letting them know things that are happening at Hillbilly High Banks. We're looking forward to opening the doors and getting everybody over here.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make a trip up there sometime this summer myself. See what's going on up there. I'm definitely going to wear protection. I don't want to get any of that on me, so I don't want to bring it back, and just leave it there in Ohio and be all right. And I already see some Hackney fans in the chat. Hello, Craig. Somebody I didn't mention in the pre-race, Keith Hackney. Hackney has been good. He's been in every single one of the races thus far, all 6 of the previous disciplines, and Keith doing very well. These guys are wrapping up the practice session, getting ready to go to qualifying here. So let's watch individuals as they go through their qualifying. We'll keep the top 10 pylon up for you and see who comes out with quick time tonight.
Sounds good. We'll keep an eye on the ticker and where everybody qualifies. Guys heading out on the track now.
Got the camera on Logan Rumsey at the moment. Going to watch through and see when the Alex Bergerons and the Kendall Tuckers roll out. But Rumsey's somebody we need to keep an eye on as well.
Like we talked about in pre-race, lots of great cars in this event tonight. Going to be fun to see where they shake out right now. Logan Rumsey, second quick, 16.922. Jesse Wall, currently quickest, 16.890.
Alex
Time's
Bergeron.
starting to click up.
I see Alex Bergeron rolling out. That's why I was mentioning his name. He is starting to roll the ABR number 12 out onto the track. I'm watching for that 00 to roll out here, and I don't see Kendall just yet. Oh, Tucker's in the 15, and he is sitting at the end of pit road getting ready to roll out. Bergeron really struggling with that 12 car in his qualifying attempt.
Bristol, very tricky track for lots of racers all over and every class on iRacing. Been fun to watch these guys learn, but Alex Bergeron jumps to the top of the speed chart, 16.791. It's 16.791 quick time right now for Alex Bergeron. Damian Kiefer jumps to second quick with a 16.863. So
Tucker out on the track, going through 3 and 4 for the first time, getting ready to take the green flag. I think single lap qualifying is all these guys are getting here.
Let's see how Tucker shakes out on his lap here. Kendall Tucker second quick, 16.818. Right there on pace with Alex Bergeron. Damian Kiefer just about a half second behind Tucker in third. Jesse Wall quick, 16.890. And Travis St. Clair early fifth quick, 16.906.
Only a couple, 3 or 4 cars left to take time right now. Brandon Freeberg, the 171 machine. Got the camera on him. He's coming around 15th. On his first attempt. We'll see where he's at on lap number 2. These guys are getting 2-lap qualifying. I watched Tucker make both of his timed laps.
Davin Cardwell jumps to second quick, 16.800. So we got Alex Bergeron, Davin Cardwell, Kendall Tucker, Damian Kiefer, Jesse Wall, currently your top 5. Travis St. Clair, Logan Rumsey, Brandon Freeberg, Trent Hitchens, and Kyler Bruce rounding out the top 10 currently in qualifying.
12 cars scheduled for Heat 1. Let's run down through the Cotton Service Center starting lineup. Onto the pole. There go that man again, mama. The 12 car, the 14 car of Alex Bergeron. On his outside, the 3 of Damian Kiefer, which I think is actually the 0 car. All these numbers a little bit mixed up here. The 49 of Logan Rumsey on the inside of row 2, and Kyler Bruce on his outside. Your third row, Keith Hackney inside the 69 machine. That's the yellow and blue car with the pink numbers. Then Ben Countermarsh on his outside in the 12 car. Tyler Knight, the 023 on the inside of row number 4 with Logan Heiler in the 2 car on the outside. The fifth row, the Diet Water Racing number 33 from Ringgold, Georgia of Ken and Cochran. And on his outside in the 1 car going to be Jason Korn. And your final row for heat race number 1, Adam Miller, the 55 car on the inside, the 36 of Colson Cochran will start to his outside. So 12 cars, 6 will go directly to the feature. I think they shortened these down from 15-lap heats to 8-lap heats.
Yeah, was listening to that in driver's meeting. Again, track conditions a little tricky tonight, so we're going to shorten the race up just a little bit, give these guys moving along so we can get this show done in a timely manner.
Well, 50 laps for the feature. They got 50 laps or 50 minutes, whichever comes first. So that's an encouragement not to go running into all the walls and cars and every other thing that is out on the track for the guys to try to get the 50 laps in. Guys getting paid based on the number of entries. I know they were looking for 50 to get to that magic. I think it was $250 to win. So the prize purse still going to be pretty good for the top 3 tonight.
Right, looking like $175 to win, $125 for second, and $90 for third. So definitely still a good payout for these guys. So we'll see how this all shakes out. See who ends up on the top of the podium later this evening.
All right, the lights are off on the pace truck. I think we're getting ready to go green here out of turn 4. Pace truck is in. NDRA Dirt Bristol Nationals are underway for the Super Late Models final discipline of the series for these guys. And Alex Bergeron wasted no time jumping out to a giant lead when they head down the backstretch the first time.
Absolutely, Bergeron out front. Damian Kiefer falls in right behind him. Logan Rumsey in third currently as we come down to complete lap number 1.
And now Hackney jumps to third. Countermarsh hanging on in fourth. That's the 12 car right there in the middle of the screen. And here comes Logan Rumsey in the 49. Rumsey riding the rim and dragging that right rear corner along the outside wall. Safer barrier gone, making the track about 2 feet wider here at Bristol for this dirt event. And Rumsey using up every inch of it.
Going to be fun to see these guys change lines throughout the night as the track continues to evolve. Right now, Alex Bergeron running down on the bottom of the racetrack. Like you said, guys starting to head to the high side to make their way to the front and try to run down Mr. Bergeron.
Bergeron right in front of a side-by-side battle. Kiefer and Hackney going at it, and Hackney able to keep the 69 even down on the bottom. You saw Kiefer catch the fence. Now he's going to fall to third. Hackney slides a second. Countermarch still in fourth. Then it's Tyler Knight. And Cannon Cochran, the 33 machine, in that bubble spot. He's the last official transfer car if it stays the way it is for 3 more laps.
Cannon Cochran right now in that 6th and final transfer spot, but he's got company on the inside, and it looks like Kyler Bruce working the inside, trying to get by both Cochran and Rumsey.
Well, now off the top side, good run down the backstretch for the 31 of Kyler Bruce. Rumsey taking it right down on the flat. And I just think that's great to get you up there in the middle, but you lose so much time on the exit. As you see, Bruce right up under the back end there of Cochran. He is trying to put some pressure on, see if he can force a mistake out of the 33. Meanwhile, back to the front, Hackney has a run down Bergeron as they take the white flag.
Your leaders nose to tail right now, still Alex Bruce. Hackney right on his tail as they head into the corner. Bergeron right down on the bottom, rolls up to the top of the track, pulls away by about 3 car lengths.
Checkered flag of that time. Alex Bergeron will win Heat 1, then Keith Hackney, Damian Kiefer, Ben Countermarsh, Tyler Knight, and Cannon Cochran held on for that 6th and final transfer spot.
Very close race for that final transfer spot. Going to be interesting to see these guys run through the alphabet soup later. Going to be very stacked in the C and B mains.
Let's get ready to run it through the Cotton Service Center starting lineup for heat race number 2. On the pole, the 70 car of Davin Cardwell out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and on his outside, the 26 of Jesse Wall. Your second row inside, the Rocket Esports Diggs, number 171 from Metamora, Illinois, Brandon Freeberg. To his outside in the 17, Jonathan Atkins. Your third row inside, Hunter Heck, 23 car, and the 28 of Randy Reeser on his outside. And then it'll be Tyson Blood in the 97 on the inside of row 4 with Felix Roy in the 91 on the outside of that row. Your fifth row, Dustin Hall, 331 inside, the 168 of O. Krebs outside. And the back row, Dominic Hutchison in the 25 inside and Kane Shaw in the 88 on the outside. So 12 more cars, 8 more laps, top 6 straight to the feature. And, that one got interesting at the end. I think if there had been a couple more laps, Hackney may have had something for Bergeron there.
Absolutely. Hackney right on the rear bumper of Bergeron at the end of that. And also, again, that battle back here for that final spot was settled by just 5/100,000ths of a second. So those guys all battling really hard to make their way into tonight's A main. It's going to be fun to see who comes through the soup.
Yeah, that soup going to be very interesting because they're only going to get 6 cars from, or 3 cars from each of the 2 minor mains. So, those top spots are going to be very, very important. The guys are really going to work hard to try to get there. I guarantee it.
Well, we're getting ready to go with heat race number 2 for the NDRA Winter Nationals. Like you said, Davin Cardwell and Jesse Wall going to lead them down, bring them to the green flag.
Is it bad if all you can smell is peanut butter? Does that mean something?
Means you like your dog too much.
I think that's what it is. I think it is the dog. All right. Green flag over heat race number 2. And once again, a familiar face goes right to the front. Davin Cardwell like a rocket. Going to have 7-8 car lengths heading down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4.
Jesse Wall falls into the clutches of Brandon Freeberg briefly, but then gets a great run off the corner, and he'll pull back to Davin Cardwell by about 2 car lengths. Wall right out on the high side of the track. Cardwell down on the bottom, much like Alex Bergeron in the first heat. Looks like Cardwell able to pull away now, stretch it out by about 7 car lengths as they head off through the corner. Brandon Freeberg still runs third, followed by Hunter Heck, Jonathan Atkins, and Felix Roy.
Roy in 5th, and then Jonathan Atkins, that 17 car. Up on the top, that's the black car with a purple stripe down the side of it. He is our bubble boy right now. And Dustin Hall, the 331, really trying to put some pressure on him. Keeps showing him the nose down on the inside. We are working lap 4 of 8, and it is still Cardwell by about 9/10 of a second. That guy is absolutely amazing in these big body cars. I've been watching him for a long time. And I don't remember the last time I saw him go to a racetrack and lose on iRacing.
Man, he is on a roll right now, nearly a full straightaway over Jesse Wall now. As he pulls away and the laps tick down, we're at completing lap 6 this time by when they come down to the line. With 2 laps to go, Cardwell leads over Wall, Freeberg, Heck, Roy, and Atkins.
Yeah, good battle here for second. Hunter Heck on the top side, trying to work around Jesse Wall. He may have it this time, and he does. Hunter Heck uses the momentum line, goes right up to the fence, finds the grip, and gets the drive off. He pulls around into second. Now Freeberg trying to follow in those tire tracks, and he's going to go around Jesse Wall. So changes in the top three, left and right. We may have another one if Felix Roy can make the same thing work. We're inside 2 to go.
Battle for the bubble right now between Dustin Hall and Jonathan Atkins. Hall right down on the bottom of the track. He's going to get by Atkins. Atkins going to try to battle back. Nothing doing down the front straightaway. That's going to allow Randy Reeser to close on this battle as we come down. Complete this one. Looks like Dustin Hall may be going to that final transfer spot.
Cardwell picked up the win, then Heck, Freeberg, Wall, Roy, and Dustin Hall hangs on for the direct transfer spot. We'll see the rest of these guys here in the 2 B mains in just a little bit.
That was a great battle at the end between Atkins and Hall. And like I said, it almost rattled out and let somebody else get by them both. Reeser nearly got by them both for that final transfer spot. We'll move on to heat race number 3.
Cotton Service Center starting lineup looks like this. On the pole, the Swindale Speed Labs number 15. And I think it's going to be the 0-0. From Mount Airy, North Carolina, Kendall Tucker, somebody that we know well. I expect to see him do just what the other 2 pole sitters did in their heat races in this one. On his outside, the Digs by Dirt, Rocket Esports, number 13 from Nashport, Ohio, Travis St. Clair. Your second row on the inside, the 92 of Trent Hitchens, and on the outside, Huey Quillen. 4 car. The 10 of Tyler Kinsey on the inside of row number 3 with Scott Smith in the 53 on his outside. Row 4, Bo Stenzel, the 09 car on the inside. Dominic Foster, the 00 on the outside of that row. The 5th row will be Josh Carter, the 32, and Ryder Schrauf in the 58. And starting shotgun on the field, Jeremy Parker in the 40.
Once again, 8 laps of distance, top 6 transfer into the feature. Another tough heat here. Kendall Tucker, Travis St. Clair on your front row. Again, we expect to see Kendall Tucker pull away, but man, these guys are getting closer and closer in some of these races. We'll see what happens. I don't know if Tucker can have that same kind of dominance here that he had in the big block modifieds.
Yeah, I am not going to take that bet any day of the week because it's Kendall Tucker and he's just fast. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say he might walk away with these guys just like we saw in the last heat, couple seconds.
Well, I tell you, Tim was heading towards the pit area to start checking tires. So we'll see if that shakes out. If there's legal protest at the end of this one.
They better figure out if they got him treated. They better hide him. The hillbilly's on his way. All right, pace truck about to dive hard left into the infield. We're going to watch Tucker and St. Clair. Bring us to the green final heat race of the evening. There's your green flag. We're underway.
Kendall Tucker out to that early lead. Travis St. Clair heads the high side. He's going to feel a challenge right away from Trent Hitchens. Hitchens pulls alongside St. Clair, battling up side by side for that second spot. Kendall Tucker loves seeing this. Those guys racing side by side. He's able to get away by a little. St. Clair and Hitchens battling hard for second.
Huey Quillen in there didn't know what to do. Kind of got the car out of shape. He was sitting in fourth. Now he's got a challenge up on the inside. Scott Smith trying to take the spot away. Not going to happen there. Quillen stays in fourth. Now single file in front of him. Everybody kind of getting worked out here. Tucker, half a second. Not getting as far away from these guys as I thought he would, but still, that 00 car locked in on the bottom and out in front like we're used to seeing.
Huey Quillen with a great move there to jump up to that third spot, getting around Trent Hitchens. Scott Smith trying to battle his way past Hitchens as well. Tyler Kinsey currently on that bubble spot, just ahead of Dominic Foster.
Yeah, Foster trying to get around Carter, wants to make a move, trying to catch these guys in the top six. He's got to get all the way to Tyler Kinsey in the 10 car right there. Kinsey's got a pretty healthy gap behind him to Carter, so all of them got a little bit of work to do. Tucker's still out in front, but not driving away from Travis St. Clair 1 inch.
No, sir. Just 3.5 tenths of a second ahead of Travis St. Clair right now. St. Clair trying to close in as the laps wind down on this one. Next time by, we'll see the white flag going in the air.
Yep, 2 to go right there. Still Tucker, St. Clair, Quillen, Hitchens, Smith, Kinsey, your top 6, and Josh Carter. Carter got there. He got real close. Now with the crossover battle for your bubble spot. A little bit of contact, and Carter's going to have to gather the car up. He's not going to be able to make it happen. That opens a big gap for Kinsey right there.
Carter gets a roll on the high side. He's going to close back in. Lap time running out, though. Down the back straightaway one final time. Josh Carter going to throw it into 3 and 4 up on the high side to make one more charge. Not going to get there. Give that 6th and final transfer spot to Tyler Kinsey.
Yep, Tucker wins it. St. Clair second. Quillen, Hitchens, Smith. And then, like you said, Tyler Kinsey holding on for the bubble spot. We're going to see the rest of these guys here in one of the 2 B mains. Actually, it's going to be 1 B main. We're going to take 6 cars out of it. They are scheduling 17 of these big bad boys out here. Trying to get 6 cars out of that deal. This is going to be exciting.
And a tough B main it is. Kyler Bruce, Jonathan Atkins. I see Logan Rumsey back here. Randy Reeser, guys that were right there in the bubble of making it in, who were very fast in practice and qualifying. I'll let you go through the lineup. Let's tell them all about it.
Yeah, our Cotton Service Center starting lineup for the B main was Kyler Bruce and Jonathan Atkins on the front row. Then Josh Carter and Logan Rumsey in row 2. Your third row, Randy Reeser and Dominic Foster. Jason Korn, Tyson Blood in the 4th row. The 5th row, Bo Stenzel and Logan Hiller. Row 6, Bo Krebs and Ryder Srauff. Colson Cochran and Dominic Hutchins in row number 7. Row 8, Jeremy Parker and Adam Miller. And scheduled to be on the back, Kane Shaw. I didn't see Kane Shaw in the last race. He may not have been able to get onto the track for whatever reason. But we are going to have 15 drivers. Jeremy Parker didn't make the call either. So 15 cars racing for 6 spots right here. This could get exciting. There's a lot of fast guys that are stuck in this deal.
And it's not a long time to get to the front. Only 8 laps scheduled for this one. Top 6 making it to the 50-lap A main. We're going to see who shakes out the last 6 transfers to tag the back of tonight's 50-lap A main.
Kind of ripping right through this thing. Haven't seen a caution flag yet this evening. I think if we're going to find the first one, it's probably going to be right here in this B main. Too many fast cars starting too deep in the field. Got a lot of room to make up and no time to do much in the way of patience. So we may see our first caution right here in this B main.
You very well may be right. Going to be very tough for some of these faster guys to make their way to the front in this short a time. So everybody's going to be trying their best, their biggest moves to try to get there.
Real quickly, guys, if you are watching, doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or Twitch, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow. Say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Always fun to interact with the fans and figure out where everybody's sitting at right now watching the great racing on the Dirt Racing Network.
Green flag, green
All
flag.
right, B main under the green flag, and it didn't take long. Kyler Bruce jumped right out in front. Looks just like one of the heat races. Just somebody else at the front. Logan Rumsey threading the needle between cars. Somebody went out to the outside wall. I missed a car. I think it was the 17 car of Jonathan Atkins, and that is going to be our caution quickly into B main. Maybe I jinxed us.
Yeah, you never want to say how things are going before you get to the end of it. Unfortunately, it's one of those bad things you do. We yell at people for that in the towers local. We're actually racing.
Oh, a couple of cars got hooked together right there. And then Srauff ends up getting kicked around backwards down in turns 3 and 4. And that might be curtains for that 58 car. I don't know. It looks like he's wiggling around. See if the rear end is still in it. But Bo Krebs was part of that deal. He got turned around. I think he got a little contact with the outside wall. Looks like the right front crushed in just a little bit on the 68 car. So we'll see what that does for his handling. But he is going to restart pretty deep with just a short amount of time. You know, only an 8-lap B main and 6 spots. If you restart in 15th, that's almost a death sentence.
That's a long way to go and a very short time to get there. You're going to have to throw caution to the wind and go for it. And unfortunately, cautions breed caution. So we'll see what happens here when we go back to green flag racing.
Yeah, full send engaged. You can almost hear drivers saying that under those helmets down there right now. Toledo, Ohio in the house. Well, thanks for watching, Cletus, over on YouTube. Be sure you hit the subscribe button. You'll know each and every time the Dirt Racing Network goes live. A lot of Ohio people in. Probably cheering for Mr. St. Clair tonight.
Very possible. And I'll tell you what, glad to be a Buckeye myself. Like I said, racing season just kicking off around here locally. Had some great racing over the weekend at Attica Raceway Park and Waynesfield Raceway Park. And looking forward to getting going where we're at it every weekend right here in Ohio.
Well, I got way too many friends in Ohio to make fun of them now, but it's really easy, and I have a laundry list of jokes about that. I just won't go into it.
Yeah, boomer sooner, boomer
Whoa,
sooner.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, that's just flat offensive right there. I am absolutely not on board with that train whatsoever.
You're an Oklahoma State guy, huh? You're a cowboy.
When I'm in Oklahoma, I am a poke. I will take that.
Nothing wrong with that, man. You got to take care of the home team, and that's what we do here in Ohio. And I'll help you always fly your colors for your OSU guys from Oklahoma.
Well, it's good to know you're a Bearcat. I like that.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, green flag back in the air. Beam Main back underway. Kyler Bruce once again jumping out in front. I think we got a pretty full restart. I see a bunch of issues back here. Dominic Foster into the wall. That's got a couple of cars stopped. The 00 of Dominic Foster stopped behind Tyson Blood. Still sitting there. Here comes the caution. They couldn't get him rolling. Couldn't get him out of the way. And caution on the speedway. We watched that almost happen live. Let's go back. And we will get back on those two cars real quick.
Things were getting interesting up front before all that started happening. So
yeah, about sixth place here for Foster, and I don't know. Oh, Blood got a run down the inside and just barely clipped him trying to get by, and it spun Blood's car out to the right and put it right on the nose of Foster's car. That's what happened there. So unfortunate
turned into
deal
a
for him.
sliding T-bone.
Yep. So we'll get back up here. Watch our leader. Only 2 laps complete. 6 still to go. It's going to be Bruce, Atkins, Carter, Rumsey, Reeser, and Jason Korn of the top 6 right now. We've got 3 retirees. Dominic Foster, Jeremy Parker, and Kane Shaw. So still got about 14 cars on the track. Not a lot of time to get much done. If you're not in that top, I want to say 8 or 10, you really got a lot of work in front of you. You better find some go fast, and you better get it out there pretty quick.
And I tell you, these guys up front not shying away from staying on the hammer. Kyler Bruce is leading with Jonathan Atkins right there, but Josh Carter's throwing it right down to the bottom, going trying to get underneath and take a spot away.
I'm used to seeing Logan Rumsey run a lot. He's a pretty quick driver. One of the pro drivers. He's got the black stripe on his helmet. World Championship driver for the Dirt Series in iRacing, and kind of surprised to see him in the B main, but he's sitting there in 4th. He's got a chance to get up here and make a little bit of noise. And Jason Korn, the guy on the bubble right now, the 1 car, he needs to make something happen so he can get a transfer spot and not let the guys behind him get any kind of a run. I mean, Bo Stenzel's back there. Logan Heiler's back there. Colson Cochran is right behind him. Bunch of guys hungry to get in this A main tonight.
Absolutely. Logan Rumsey, I tell you what, it's been fun to watch him with these guys battling up front. You can see he's staying right there, being patient, hoping for these guys to make a mistake. But if not, he knows he's in a transfer spot. He's not going to jeopardize that by trying to make a crazy move in this very short B main.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. I had my eyes on Rumsey. Looked like the car got out of shape when he jumped on the throttle. He pulled to the inside there. But Bruce going to keep the lead. Then Atkins. Rumsey now around and into 3rd. He jumped around Josh Carter right there. And Carter under fire again. Reeser making a bold move going around him. So move Josh Carter to 5th. Jason Korn still the bubble boy. And he's kind of sitting in the rocking chair. A little bit of a gap in front, a little bit of a gap behind. we're getting down inside the 5 to go mark.
Absolutely getting dicey here. Post Stencil running 6, trying to close in on Jason Korn, trying to hold him off and make his move to tonight's A main, but it's all Kyler Bruce out front. He's starting to see the nose of Jonathan Atkins underneath him, battling for the lead.
Yep, good battle for third right now. Reeser to the high side around Rumsey for just a moment. Rumsey takes it back off the bottom of 3 and 4 and keeps it at the line. But I think if Reeser stays on the top side right here, he's going to go right around him, and there he goes. A little bit of a slip out of that 49 car of Logan Rumsey.
Rumsey just doesn't seem to have the speed right now. Maybe have to make an adjustment for that A main if he can hang on and make it. No, Rumsey into the wall.
Yep, there's his adjustment. He is out of here.
Oh, Logan Rumsey out of the B main, will not make it to the show. Reeser able to run that high side and keep it rolling pretty good. Going to see what he can do here in this last lap and a half and see what he's got for tonight's A main.
White flag in the air. Bruce and Atkins just went under. They were almost side by side when they did. And now Kyler Bruce running right up on the top side. Does he have the run out of 4? Coming down to the checks in the B main. It'll be Kyler Bruce, Jonathan Atkins, Randy Reeser, Josh Carter, Jason Korn, and Logan Heiler headed to our feature tonight. So 24 cars are set. Everybody else, pack them up and hit the gate. You're done for the evening. Still with me, buddy?
Yep. Sorry, we're having a little bit of connection problems. Some of that last couple laps blinking out on me pretty bad. We're going to make some connection adjustments here. Have me ready to go for the A main, but
we're going to run a commercial, so we'll be right back. All right. Pay a few bills right there. Get ready for this 50-lap A main. Drivers rolling around here on the track. Making sure everything is nice and smooth. Getting everything kind of worked in. They're going to get into a little bit of a 4-wide situation here. Some having more problems with it than others. As we will get these guys all lined up, they will make a little bit of a pace lap here for us. Try to give you guys a good shot here. It's about 22 of them, I think, out here actually right now.
No, I'm restarting the room.
You're still in here.
I'm still with you, Roger. I had to duck out here for a second and rejoin. Again, a little bit of connection issues here at the Hillbilly High Banks. I got the head hillbilly down in the pit area
You're
taking a look around to see what's going on. We're still awaiting to find out what he found. You know, we were wondering about those tires and possibly a fuel issue.
Feed the hamsters. There's your fuel issue fixed. Drivers starting to grid out for the 50-lap A main. NDRA Bristol Dirt Nationals presented by Cotton Service Center. Let's run down that Cotton Service Center starting lineup. Alex Bergeron will start on the pole with Davin Cardwell to his outside. So a couple of hot shoes on the front row tonight. Then it's going to be Kendall Tucker and Keith Hackney in row number 2. So that front 4 packed with nothing but talent and speed. Hunter Heck, Travis St. Clair in row number 3. Row 4, Damian Kiefer, Brandon Freeberg. Your 5th row, Huey Quillen and Ben Countermarsh. Row 6 will be Jesse Wall and Trent Hitchens. The 7th row, Tyler Knight and Felix Roy. Scott Smith and Cannon Cochran in the 8th row. The 9th row, Dustin Hall and Tyler Kinsley. Kyler Bruce and Jonathan Atkins coming in out of the B main in row 10. Or row 11, Randy Reeser and Josh Carter. And the back row tonight, Jason Korn and Logan Heiler. 24 cars, 50 laps. High Banks at Bristol. Final race for the Dirt Nationals here for the NDRA, guys. Been a heck of a last 2 days. 5 shows yesterday, 2 today. A lot of payouts. A lot of great racing. Expect to see these guys do a really good job. Once they get going here, I think you're going to see this thing grab a green feel to it and go for a long ways. Get her all fixed up, Jerry?
We're back for now. Still having a little bit of issues. I believe that's from the mash tank burning over here on beside me. It's causes some weird, funky things with the internet around the Hillbilly High Banks.
Talk to management, see if they can't fix that. All right, we are about to go green right here. Everybody lined up 2 by 2. Pace truck about to dive off. Bergeron and Cardwell. What a front row that is. Bergeron on the throttle. Green flag in the air. We're racing in Tucker. Already trying to peek on the inside of Cardwell. Going into 1 and 2 for lap number 1. Good side-by-side down the backstretch there into 3 and 4. And now Tucker all the way alongside Bergeron. But Bergeron will keep the lead. He's got lap 1 in the bag. The top 4 really starting to break away already from 5th place. 5th place right now is Damian Kiefer. And Kiefer's got his hands full already. So that top 4, like I said, a lot of talent, a lot of speed in there. And these guys wasted no time getting at each other.
Roger, I'm going to have to watch this broadcast like everyone else. A little bit delayed from you. But I'm going to tell you, it looks like it's going to be a heck of a race. Want to wish nothing but luck to the rest of these guys. We'll be back in the Hillbilly High Banks real soon.
All right, I'll be in touch with you probably tomorrow, sir. Caution, I saw a car parked on the front stretch right there. I want to say that was Kinsey, excuse me, and he gets into it. Yeah, he gets into it. All right, here with the 1 car of Jason Korn, I think, somehow. He's 3 cars in front of him. Oh, a little bit. Cochran got into somebody. That slowed things up. Then the next thing you know, yep, that's how they got side by side. A little too much touching and rubbing right there. And the next thing you know, 10 car completely destroyed. He couldn't even turn that car right there. That's why he had to take it off the track. So caution for the first time here after a lap number 4. Quick look at the top 10. Bergeron, Cardwell, Tucker, Hackney, Kiefer, the top 5. Then Heck, Quillen, Wall, Roy, and Countermarsh. So Kyler Bruce and Tyler Kinsey already out of this one. 22 cars still on track. You get a good look there at the 10 car. Front end completely destroyed on that car. Well, good evening, Kathy. I just saw that in the chat there. Welcome to the show. So caution laps do take quite a while here. I don't know why my ticker is all messed up. Let's see if that don't fix it right there. Just got to give it a little bump every once in a while. Kind of like an old jukebox. Give it a little bump with your hip. See if you can't get it to work right. Drivers getting lined up 2 by 2 again for the second start of the race. Going to be starting on lap 546 laps remaining. Not sure. Looks like Jason Corn trying to catch up to the field back there. Pace truck about to dive in. Same front row. Bergeron and Cardwell. Bergeron on the throttle. Got a little bump from behind Kendall Tucker. And that gave him the boost he needed to jump out in front. He's going to try to keep the 12 car locked on the bottom. Oh, Hackney. Hackney went way wide up the hill. Keith Hackney in all kinds of problems back there. And we're going to go take a look because I think that started a big chain reaction. Hackney, the yellow car right here, gets down the corner. I think he whacks the fence with the right rear. Yeah, right there. And then kind of a chain reaction in behind that and a big wad of cars. End up in trouble back there. So caution number 2. Let's get a look from above. Drivers trying to figure out where they're supposed to be in the lineup. Little bit of a rough start to this one. We saw this yesterday early in the day. And then everything sort of started to smooth out. Looking at different drivers headed into the pits. And it's rolling through there too much. Won't sit still for me, so we're going to have to wait until we get back where we're going. Scott Smith, I know, on pit road, 53 car. Got it lifted up looking at the left side. Ben Countermarsh, I think, yeah, he's on pit road. Last of the running cars is 21st. Randy Reeser out there still rolling around at 28 machine. He's actually 20th when we get across the starting line. Nothing changed in the front. Still Bergeron and Cardwell in row 1. You see Mr. Smith roll out. Scott Smith. They must have figured out they got enough to make the distance, so they sent him right back out. He jumped out and got out in front of the pace truck. Yeah, EJ, I don't know if that's going to be a drive away, or if it's going to be a temporary situation to let the hounds come and catch him because, you know, Cardwell, Tucker, even Hackney, those guys are very quick. This is their discipline, their mod, and I think we'll see them run him back down if he gets too far away. He got run down in his heat race from right around a second back in the last couple of laps, and the guy just ran out of time and wasn't able to make a move. But, you know, Bergeron, really the sprint car guru. So it looks like the lights are off. The drivers are going to stay single file. See if we can get just a little cleaner start here. Maybe get a couple of laps in, start to get cars spread out just a little bit. But Bergeron, Cardwell, Tucker, Hackney, and Kiefer still the top 5. That 0 car right there, Damian Kiefer. Pace truck in, waiting for Bergeron to find the throttle. He gets down in the sticky stuff. Pretty good start. Not as big a start as he had when they were side by side. There goes Tucker on the slider line up to the top. Opens the door for Hackney down on the bottom. Now Tucker doesn't have a choice. Got to run up a little bit wider. Got to get to the sticky stuff on the top right against the cushion. Good drive off. He takes third. Back away cleanly from Hackney. Keeper still 5th. Then to Heck, Quillen, Roy, Freeberg, and Knight. And caution again. In behind her, going to say Jesse Wall is in this one, the 2 car. Watch the blue car with the gold numbers on the side. 3 wide right there out of 4. Little contact. Finds the fence. I think he's going to get hit. Yep. I was going to say something weird has to happen right there. He gets hit, spun around, gets hit again. Looks like he's going to be able to keep it rolling. A lot of body damage. I don't know how much. Suspension damage he's going to have on the 2 car, but we got a lap or 2 in there. High-speed dirt racing. The track is not extremely wide, and we are going to see some contact. It's inevitable, especially in dirt racing. You're going to see some contact. Just trying to get these guys to, stay in control, keep it to a minimum, get some good racing in. They had 50 laps or 50 minutes. So if it runs out of time, I will only be aware when the white flag comes out. I do not have a timer. Send him to the back. Who do you want to send to the back there, EJ? Once again, appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching the broadcast tonight. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, hit that subscribe button. If you're on any of the Facebook pages, come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow. When things are rolling here, we go 5 nights a week. Some kind of broadcast. This week, I think we're hitting all 5 nights again. We have a deal tomorrow night, the PRO Sidewinder Series, Big Block Modifieds. And then I think we picked something up from the NARC SSR guys for Wednesday and Thursday. They're doing a little Bristol job. So Dominic and I are going to cover that. Second to last caution. I don't even remember that far back. That's been like 15 minutes ago, Scott. Are you watching and working, by the way? When we have updates or something we need to be doing? LOL. Mr. King in the chat, our Elton John, he's our web guy for Dirt Slingers Racing League. And just giving him a little bit of grief. I think the drivers are single file. I think we're getting ready to go back to green. I don't see flashing lights anywhere around the speedway right now. So Bergeron, Cardwell, Tucker, Hackney, Kiefer, still the top 5 as we get ready to go back to it. 43 laps still on the board. Green flag back in the air. Bergeron got a pretty good start that time. I think Cardwell was just a little bit asleep, wasn't trying to anticipate. Top 4 locked in on the bottom. The only car that went to the top side that time was Damian Kiefer out of the top 5. Now he goes back to the bottom. The Heck and Quillen go top shelf. That's 6th and 7th. And now Quillen going to go to the bottom, try to slide around Heck. Didn't get the job done. He almost came out of there 3 wide with Felix Roy up the inside right there. Now almost a 3 wide battle again. Roy's in the middle between Furberg and Quillen. They're going to get, wow, what a run out of the top of that corner for Huey Quillen. He gets that same run this time. He is going to suck the paint off the right side of the 85 car of Hunter Heck, and he takes over the spot. Heck got passed on both the inside and the outside. Now Quillen bumps it off the fence, and that allows Felix Roy to get around. This is a great battle, 6th and 7th. Not much happened to the front. Davin Cardwell. When Bergeron went to the top side, Cardwell took it around the inside. New leader. The end of lap number 11. Davin Cardwell out in front now. Bergeron in second. Kendall Tucker is third. And Hackney's still fourth. And I think Tucker going to start putting some pressure on the 12 car. See if he can't find a way to go around. You see Bergeron go top shelf in 3 and 4. Able to hang on to the spot. He goes right back to the bottom. Two distinctively different lines at each end of the speedway. It is all Davin Cardwell, now Bergeron, then Tucker. Tucker's trying to put some pressure, doing some things. That was a mistake. That might let Hackney get up here. Nah, I didn't let him get close enough. I thought Hackney might stick the nose on the inside. Go back here and look. Everybody's starting to get spread out a little bit now. This is about as tight as it gets right here. Yeah, that's going to be Dustin Hall there, the black, red, and white car with the big 1 on the side. He is 10th. And it gets tight in behind them for about 6 spots. But at the front, Cardwell. Gandhi right now. He is marching away from these guys. 1 full second that time by at the line. Bergeron still second right in front of Kendall Tucker. And then Keith Hackney. Trying. Find a way. Get closer. Get into a podium position. Still, Damian Kiefer right behind that. Kiefer closed up just a little bit on Hackney the last couple of laps. See the run he gets down the backstretch. Closed up about a car length. Watch these two getting around. It's single file through the top 5. Make it top 6. Quillen. Back around everybody and up to 6th. He's got the thing rolling on the top side. He's making tracks. Got back around Heck, got back around Roy. He is now closing in here on this battle for 4th and 5th. Bergeron finding some speed, starting to close in on Cardwell. Tucker staying pretty much locked in step with Bergeron. Those two making a charge. Got it back down to 0.6 of a second. That time by, they lost just a little bit, almost 8/100ths. Cardwell out in front. He's going to be in lap traffic here pretty soon. Going to have cars on the same straightaway with him. Go back and look at Quillen back here, starting to reel in the 0 car of Damian Kiefer. Everybody kind of getting singled out. Picking a line, knowing who they can and can't race. Good battle right there. Tyler Knight, Jonathan Atkins, side by side. That's 12th and 13th. Cardwell and Bergeron now starting to get away from Tucker. I think Kendall Tucker must have found the fence just a little bit at some point as he has fallen back. Here's a battle. Hackney got his hands full. Damian Kiefer closed in, and still Huey Quillen. Quickest car on the track almost every single lap. That 4 car running in on this battle right here. The yellow car. Keith Hackney running in 4th. Damian Kiefer in 5th. Huey Quillen, the 4 machine, in 6th. We go back to the front. Starting to get close to lap traffic. And knock, knock, knock. Here comes Alex Bergeron right back on the doorstep. Closed in right to the rear end. The 70 car of Davin Cardwell. These guys about to be in traffic. The car is in front of them. Jason Korn, Trent Hitchens, or Scott Smith, Scott Smith. Those guys racing for position. That time Cardwell finds the outside fence. Now Bergeron finds a way to go ahead. Keep the 12 car on the bottom, now through the middle. New leader at the line. Alex Bergeron takes the lead back just past the halfway point. 24 laps to go. Both cars clear the 2 lap cars. Be a second before they get back to any lap traffic. Take a quick look. Hackney falling back off of Tucker. Tucker's in the traffic. Tucker 1.2 seconds behind the leader. Then Hackney, another 6/10, 7/10 behind that. Now Quillen got around Kiefer. Moved Kiefer to 6th, Quillen to 5th. And Hackney's going to have his hands full with Quillen here pretty quick. And that's going to be for 4th. Bergeron around the top side. Going to put Hitchens a lap down.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution on the speedways. Jason Korn. Nope, Jason Korn not in this. Might be maybe Tyler. And I'm not sure who it was. I think somebody just got a little sideways here and triggered the caution. I don't see any wrecked cars anywhere. I was waiting to see if it happened right here. No, it was somewhere else. Not sure who caused that. Yeah, we're not sure exactly. I think somebody just got pitched a little sideways, and it triggered the caution here. But a good long run there for these guys all the way out to lap number 29. Saw the lead change hands twice. Cardwell got around Bergeron, then got away from him a little bit, and then Bergeron runs him back down, gets back around him. Saw Huey Quillen close in from a great distance back to take over the 5th spot. Now he's in a position to be in touch with these guys on their restart and maybe have a shot in the last 21 laps to get up here and challenge for the win. You can't quit, and no one's going to fire you, first of all. And I don't know, water bottle on a dirt track, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. The track's starting to look like it's getting a little bit slick, and these guys really having to find some grip. Be very careful with their throttles. I mean, you can see it's black from about halfway down the straightaways all the way through the corners. So a good little break. Let's look and see. Trent Hitchens, a 92 car, rolling off of, well, maybe not. They're trying to pull the back end of that car. He may be what caused the caution. And he may have gotten it backed into the fence and they got it turned around. So give it just a minute. We'll see if he rolls back onto the track. Bergeron, Cardwell. I'm not sure what happened to Tucker. Tucker went somewhere. Where did Kendall Tucker go? Kendall Tucker out of 3rd and all the way to the back of the field in 19th. And I don't see what happened to him, but I saw him roll away on the front stretch. Interesting. Maybe he was passing the lap car there of Hitchens, and those two had a little contact or something, so he may have gotten an EOL penalty. Gonna double them up. Gonna get ready to go here back to green. 21 laps remaining in this one. Still a Bergeron and Cardwell, the front row. Been that way the entire night. Now Bergeron on the throttle. I think Cardwell tried to time him up and Bergeron paused. And that's going to let Alex grab the front spot again. Cardwell second, Hackney third, Huey Quillen, and once again, caution. Tucker looks to be in this one. Tucker restarted deep in the field. We'll see what happened. Oh, a lot of cars in front of him having problems, and he is just going to get swallowed up. Cochran was in that 25 car there, maybe 28. No, 25 car. So nothing of Tucker's doing, just kind of got caught up in everyone else's mess there. So a quick cloud of dust and another caution. That is number 5. Still Bergeron, Cardwell, Hackney. Then Quillen in 4th, Kiefer in 5th, Roy 6th, Freeberg, Heck, Hall, and Heiler, your top 10. $20 laps to go. See what race control does with them this time, since we had such a quick caution right after they went back to double file. Maybe they'll make them go back to single file. It seemed to help a little bit. All right, see if the lights go off on the pace truck and around to the speedway this time. Not this time, but maybe, not last time, but maybe this time. We will get the lights off on the pace truck, get everybody lined up and ready to go again, get the last 20 laps in. Here we go, lights off around the speedway and off on the pace truck. Bergeron trying to see if there's any kind of grip right at the top. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Kathy, and it might be that, when he was lapping that car, he did have some contact, and they put him at fault. I'm not sure. Have to try to find out at the end tonight, but the pace truck is in. 20 laps to go. Bergeron on the throttle. I saw Hackney get out of shape. He tried to time it up, had to check up. That's going to open up the gap. First to second, second to third. Bergeron. Pretty good gap there. Now Cardwell closes it up off the bottom of 2. Bergeron having a little bit of trouble here on the start. It's going to get roughed up. Cardwell going to work to the inside. A little bump and run action. Bristol is famous for that move, and it works to perfection for Davin Cardwell. He takes the lead back. Bergeron in second. Now Hackney all over these guys in third. Battle behind that for 4th. And it looks like Quillen's going to hang on to that. Kiefer tried to take it back. Nothing doing for him, so keep him in 5th. And then Felix Roy still hanging around here in 6th. Top 6 on the screen right there. We're watching a battle for the lead, and caution. That will settle things down a little bit. Not Tyler Knight. Not Cannon Cochran. Trent Hitchens might be in this one again. Oh, that wasn't even his fault. Yeah, Smith got across his nose, and then Cochran got up under the back end and lifted him up, jacked him around. So I'm sure Cochran's got a little bit of damage on the nose of that in the 33 car, but 3 quick laps back under the caution flag. A little bit different at the front. It's going to be Cardwell, then Bergeron, then Hackney, Quillen, Kiefer, Roy, Freebird, Heck, Hall, and now Jesse Wall into the top 10. I don't have anybody in the Discord chat, so I can't even drag Mr. Tucker in here and ask him what happened there. But if he was in Discord, I would definitely drag him in here under the caution since it takes about 4 full minutes to suffer through one of these cautions. And I would find out how he ended up all the way at the back. He's up to 16th, but if we don't get some green flag racing in, he may be mired outside the top 10. I don't know where we're at for time on this thing. They only had 50 minutes to get the 50 laps in, and we're working caution number 6. So a lot of cars out here with at least a little bit of damage. I see Dustin Hall been up on the right rear corner. So is the 2 car of Heiler. Countermarsh is out here. He's got a little bit of damage on that car. Just waiting for the safety lights to go off. There they go. We're going to go green the next time we come out of turn 4. Back to single file. Yeah, he is good at moving up, but he's got to have green flags to do that. So, front 5 right there on the screen. Cardwell, Bergeron, Hackney, Quillen, Kiefer. There you see Felix Roy pop into the screen. Bergeron tucked right up under the back end of Davin Cardwell. Cardwell with a big checkup right there now on the throttle. And I think Bergeron saw that coming.
Green, green, green.
Only one that didn't see it was Hackney. And that little brake check right there is going to give Cardwell a little bit of an advantage. It's going to give Bergeron an advantage over Hackney. Those 3 finally, a little bit of a breakaway for them. They're going to let Kiefer and Quillen battle it out back here. That's 4th and 5th, and then Roy right in the middle of that as well, 6th place. Best battle on the track. We're watching Bergeron off the top. I don't know if Bergeron is getting the runs I saw earlier from Quillen's car, but he was definitely trying the top. Down to 15 to go this time by. We'll take a quick look. Fernberg back here, the 171 car on the bottom in 7th, and Dustin Hall got his hands full with Jesse Wall and Logan Heiler. Hunter Heck, Ben Countermarch. Here comes Kendall Tucker up to 13th, and Tucker trying to make tracks. Using the middle, going to the top side. Now got him too wide in front of him. Now going to have to cut underneath. Good move by him to stay out of a mess right there. Move him up to 12th. 13 to go for him this time by. Probably can make it 11th right here out of turns 1 and 2. Keep our eyes right there for just a moment. Too wide in front of him. That's going to block things up. Oh, there comes one spinning around. That's going to slow things. And I think Bergeron was closing in. I was just getting ready to move the camera over. Bergeron was getting right up against the back of that 70 car. He had it under a 1/10 of a second when the caution came out. So Tucker made some spots up, got up to 11th. Only 12 laps remain. Gonna have a couple minutes here. Don't forget tomorrow night, about 9 o'clock Eastern, PRO Sidewinder Dirt Series, big block modifieds. Back in action. We'll be back in the booth with you for that. And then Wednesday night, we're going to do another Bristol show for you. The NDRA SSR guys are going to be back in here Wednesday and Thursday night both. So 5 full nights of racing starting last night. 7 shows yesterday, 2 today, and 1 each of the remaining days. So about 12 shows this week for you. Yeah, Keith hasn't been able to get there and stay with those front 2 guys. Right on the starts, he's doing okay. But then they just slowly start to ease away from him, and that car's got a lot of damage. That happened early. Lap 1, 2, 3, somewhere right in there. All that damage happened. He kind of got out of the groove, got up into the fence, got hit by a couple of cars, and got the back end of that thing all mashed up. So going to be fun to see if he can hang on and finish there on the podium. Got Damien Kiefer again right in behind him as Kiefer got around Quillen right before the caution. Quillen's car seems to have fallen off just a little bit here late in this thing, right through the middle of the race. He was the fastest guy out there, faster than your leaders, but got inside the top 5 and wasn't able to get any further forward than 4th. So we are back to single file, getting ready to go green. We'll see if we get the big checkup again right before we go green. Not this time.
Green, green, green.
Cardwell on the throttle, green flag back in the air. He and Bergeron with a quick breakaway of about 5-6 car lengths over Hackney. Bergeron trying to use the top side. Got a good run down the backstretch. Cardwell's got it blocked. Now they're into 3 and 4. Going to be side by side right here. Possibly when they come out. Bergeron, big run off the top side, and Cardwell tried to block him in. Bergeron just put the left front to the right rear. Now a little bit of a crossover move. We'll see if Bergeron's going to do anything getting down in the corner. He checked the car down pretty good. I think that's going to give Cardwell a good run off the top and open up the lead. We're down to 10 to go. Hackney now. Trouble of his own. He's got a mirror full of Kiefer. Felix Roy got around Quillen. That's 5th. We're going to watch a battle for 3rd here for just a moment. That battle at the front's going to heat up again. We're going to have 8 to go the next time out of 4. We've got to watch this battle for 3rd. Felix Roy down on the bottom. Really getting the car to lurch forward, going into the corners and then stick. And he is making up spots. He's going to be around Kiefer and caution. Well, let's go see what happened with our leaders right here, because Bergeron got around Cardwell right as the caution came out. Little contact there. Oh, a little net code. So no harm, no foul. Still get them lined back out. I am not sure who was the caution that time. It could be Dustin Hall. Let's go check on Dustin. Yeah, Dustin Hall's car upside down. And now I've lost that car in my feed here. But I know he went for an ugly ride. That's because they won't sit still in that scroller right there. Yeah, they just will not sit still long enough for me to get on him. There we go. Now we got it. Got a little bump there. Got moved up the hill. Now he's going to get hit 2, 3 more times. Yep, there's your rollover. Yeah, I am done with that. Too many bugs in the camera system for that. So we do know it was hauled to get upside down. I didn't see all the cars that had contact with him, but he got bumped off the bottom and then spun around in front of a couple of cars that hit him, and that probably is going to do him in. Quick look back at Kendall Tucker now inside the top 10. 7 laps to go. If they got enough time to finish it, we'll see how far he can come forward. Ben Countermarsh rejoining the back of the field. I do not know. They got to be getting somewhat close, Scott. I mean, this is caution number 8. You figure that's got to be about 30 minutes worth, give or take a couple seconds. And they have run 43 green flag laps, so... Still Cardwell, Bergeron, Hackney, Roy, and Kiefer the top 5. Then Quillen, Fernberg, Tucker, Atkins, and St. Clair your top 10. So let's credit Kendall Tucker with 8th place right now. So that's a little closer to the front than I thought. And with 7 laps to go, I would put nothing past that guy to be able to get up here and maybe grab one of these podium spots. Single file in the restart. That's not necessarily to his advantage. We are going to keep our eyes a little closer to the front for this restart here. We're going to watch our top 4 or 5 here. Bergeron has been getting fantastic starts. Even the little checkup start, it didn't cost him a lot. Cost him a couple of car lengths. Cardwell, very cagey on his restarts. Pace truck into the infield. Bergeron rolling up. Cardwell on the throttle.
Green flag.
Bergeron only losing about a car length. Both of them about 4 car lengths ahead of Hackney. And we got 7 to go. Plenty of time if Bergeron can keep it going. Maybe get up here, make a really good race out of this. For the finish, goes to the bottom side. Cardwell off the top. Good run out of turn number 4 for Davin Cardwell, and he extends the lead to about 3 car lengths. Quick look. Tucker up to 7th now. Still trying to come forward. He's going to be in the screen right there. He goes around into 6th past Atkins. So, couple of 3 cars to catch and get around here. He has got about 9/10 of a second between himself and the leaders. Inside the 5, down to 4 to go this time. Now here goes Bergeron. Tried to make the move to the inside. Tucker throws the block, and Bergeron slides right in behind him. Bergeron had a good run out of the corner, and Davin Cardwell tossed the block on him. That opened it up to about 3 car lengths. Now he's going to have to regroup, try again. Caution, and that'll bring them back closer together. Let's see. Atkins in this one. Oh, a bunch of cars in this one. Let's get down here and get a good close look. Oh, these guys all laying on top of each other. You see contact there. Atkins out front. Now Cochran's catching in someone's stuff again. Yeah, a lot of carnage. You see Smith come sliding in here at the end. He didn't hit anything, luckily. So this one's going to go down to a green-white checker finish. Reeser was in that. Cardwell, Bergeron, Hackney, Roy, Kiefer, Tucker, Freeberg, Quillen, Wall, and St. Clair your top 10. As we'll get at least one more restart out of this. No, never says die, but he may just run out of laps, and that may make it terminal for him. So just waiting on the safety lights to go out. Good look at this track. You see how black it is almost all the way around. Just a tiny little space out of turn 2 and out of turn 4 that doesn't have rubber on it. These guys having to manage that. At least one more time around. Might get the one to go signal. It'll be a green-white checker finish. We're going to see what Mr. Cardwell, Mr. Bergeron do here with each other on the final restart. We've seen all kinds of different tactics being used by both drivers to try to gain an advantage. You see that 69 machine, the yellow car with pink numbers on it. Keith Hackney has sat there in third place the entire night. Right there on the bottom step of the podium, watching these two guys in front of him do all kinds of battling. Just not able to get in there and really mix it up with him. We'll see if he does something magical on this restart. Maybe try to get the 69 car to the front in the closing laps. All right, pace truck about to dive in. Bergeron timed it up perfectly, was on the throttle. He is going to be right there. They have gotten away from third place. Going to be a two-car battle now. Bergeron to the inside. Not going to get it that time. Got to make the run in 3 and 4. In the middle, up to the top. Can he find some speed here coming to take the white flag?
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution before we can get there, and we'll have another attempt at a green-white checker. Bunch of cars upside down over here in turns 3 and 4. We're watching Josh Carter. That's Kenneth Cocker, the 33 car right there. We'll see if he's got anything in here. Oh, a lot of contact there. Yeah, no, that was a whole lot of lack of awareness, lack of your situational awareness right there. Trying to turn in, there was a car already on the inside. That ain't ever going to work. So getting to be a long one here. $50 laps. Drivers would, they lacked about 30 yards of making it to the white flag. They were right about here when that caution flag flew, and they just needed to get to right there for that flag to have ended this thing, but we'll rack them back up, give them another shot at the green-white checker. 10 cautions. Appreciate everybody sticking with us through this. Don't forget your likes, your shares, your follows, and subscribe over at YouTube and Twitch. We still got about 16, 17 cars on the track. We started with 24. I really couldn't look through the field and find one that does not have some damage on it somewhere or other. And that is interesting. With the guys getting a little too far away from the pace truck, and race control telling them to close it up here. There's your pace truck right there. So, yeah, they had dropped back a good distance from that pace truck. Oh, my. Oh, my chat reset. That's what happened. All right, everybody, single file, lights off around the speedway. One more shot at the green-white checker. Still Cardwell, Bergeron, Hackney, Roy, Kiefer, the top 5. Then Kendall, Tucker in 6th. Freeberg, Quillen, Wall, and St. Clair, the top 10. Everybody trying to tighten up. Cardwell trying to keep them down. Really slow right here. 33 miles an hour. He's got them stacked up. Good restart.
Green flag.
Had to find an advantage. Didn't want to have to deal with Bergeron again on the restart, and I think he accomplished what he needed to right there. White flag in the air one more time around, and here comes Alex Bergeron. He's closed the gap. Bergeron to the middle. He's alongside down the backstretch. Drag race to turn 3. Who's going to win it? Coming out of 4. I think the slip right there locks it in. Cardwell's going to win it. Bergeron in 2nd. Hackney will come home in 3rd. Roy and Tucker 4th and 5th. We'll wait for these top 3 to drag them around here onto the front stretch and park them for us. Trying to talk to these guys here in the chat. Top 3 rolling around here. Going to give us a nice parked pose on the front stretch. Get them right there. Oh, yeah. We like that a great deal. One of the best camera angles we've had for this. There we go. Sorry, trying to turn that off, not turn it on. And we will give the guys just a moment. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting for them, let's look at the results here. Cardwell with the win. Bergeron 2nd. Hackney in 3rd. Then Felix Roy in 4th. Kendall Tucker 5th. Brandon Freeberg was 6th. Travis St. Clair 7th. Ben Countermarsh in 8th. Huey Quillen 9th. And Dustin Hall rounded out the top 10. Jesse Wall was 11th. Jonathan Atkins 12th. 13th to Josh Carter. Cannon Cochran in 14th. Damian Kiefer 15th. 16th to Scott Smith. Randy Reeser was 17th. 18th. Tyler Knight 19th. Tyler Kinsey. Logan Heiler in 20th. 21st, Hunter Heck. Jason Korn 22nd. Trent Hitchens 23rd. And Kyler Bruce officially rounded out the field. And let's see. Let's get Keith Hackney down here. Keith Hackney, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, a heck of a night for you, man. Didn't start off with the greatest first lap there. You ended up with a bunch of damage on the back, but you put that thing in 3rd and pretty much kept it there all night long. Tell us a little bit about this feature race tonight.
Yeah, when I got up in the wall on that race, I don't know what happened. I thought it was net code, but they said I got tied, but it's just like my car shot straight up the track. I mean, it didn't do that all night, so I don't know. And I got a little damage on the right rear, and it affected my handling just a little bit, but I think I went with the wrong gear choice. I should have went with a little bit more because, yeah, when we got to going, I was all right, but they started pulling away a little bit. So, but I mean, it's all good. I mean, it's my first super money race I've ran in probably about 2 or 3 years, so I'm content with it. And it was a good money night, finishing on podium on both races.
Well, I'm going to ask you because you were right there, stacked up with these guys, single file them the last 2 or 3 restarts, and a lot of gamesmanship going on there. How much did that affect you having a shot to catch these guys and maybe steal this win?
Well, honestly, I wasn't even worried about them in front of me. I was worried about them behind me. I mean, because Felix, he was getting a good run on me on those restarts, and he was a little bit better than I was right there at the end, so I was just trying to play defense mode from there. So if anything would have happened up front, I would have been there. If not, then I'm just going to ride where I was at.
All right, man, I'm sure you got a lot of people you want to thank for the hot rod tonight. We'll let you get to it.
Oh, yeah, man, Extreme Savage. We making money moves, and small change designs, rage designs, lizard lip pit lights, renegade race fuels, Kilgore's Consulting, custom cabinets by Keith and James. I gotta get a little special shout out to maybe Dylan Hauser. Just everybody behind the scenes. Them for putting on a big show. Just wish we would have got more green flag laps, and y'all for broadcasting.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congratulations on a great Bristol Nationals for you this last couple of days, and we look forward to seeing you back on the show pretty soon.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
Your third place finisher in the super late models, Keith Hackney. Let's talk to Mr. Alex Bergeron. Alex, are you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, a great run. You kept the pressure on. You had to lead a couple of times there. Tell us a little bit about the feature and how much the track changed on you.
It was good. We had the fastest car of the race for sure. We got pushed out of the way a little bit there, and just it happens. But we gave everything we had. Our car was a bit tight in 3 and 4. Possible I was gonna try to get a run for the win there on last lap. Just got tight, and car was really good though all entire race. Had the fast lap of the race, qualified first, started first. So like a couple laps, and track changed a little bit, but it was a great battle there midway through with the lap cars and everything, and had a great race there. So definitely a great improvements for us in the late models category. So definitely feels great to be up front like this and be able to compete.
Well, ask Keith about it. I'm going to ask you before I talk to you about the bump you talked about. I mean, I kind of feel like that's kind of short track racing, especially Bristol famous for the bump and run. But at the end, the last 2 or 3 restarts, a lot of cagey action going on there, and it looked like you had him timed up a couple times. But that last restart, what do you do different that really kind of got you?
Honestly, nothing special. We gained the run on him there on the back straightaway, and we set up the move in 1 and 2, and we passed him in 1 and 2, and stayed very clean out of turn 2. And like I said, going down turn 3 and 4, car got really tight, and I could not run the bottom through the slick. So this is pretty much what happened there, and that's why we didn't add a shot. Maybe we wouldn't have got it. It's a race, but I would have at least tried, but I couldn't try because my car got really tight. So, he ran a good race too, and I ran a good race, and I feel like top 3 ran a really good race. So, it's just like you said, it's Bristol. But like I said, car got tight in 3, and I think that's really what got us.
All right, well, a fantastic run. I'm sure there's a lot of people you have to thank for the great hot rod this evening.
Yeah, as always, Team EBRE Sports, Jason, Rebecca, everybody that supports us, all of our partners, CSI Shocks, Well Edge Cab, EK Designs, Marine Farm Equipment, Savior Setup Shop, Stucco, CD Syntography, and all the fans out there tuning in tonight, my dad for watching, and you guys for broadcasting, and the league tonight for putting this up for us to race, and hopefully we can do this again.
All right, Matt. Well, thanks for taking the time to chat with us. Congratulations on a great run, and I look forward to seeing you back on the broadcast very soon.
Thank you.
Your second place finisher, Alex Bergeron. Now we will move on to tonight's Bristol Dirt National Super Late Model winner, Davin Cardwell. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, an awesome run for you. You had a heck of a battle all night long there with the 12 car. Tell us a little bit about your feature run and picking up this win here tonight.
We just kind of got lucky on that initial start, or not the initial start, but like a couple laps after that. Really reeled in Alex there, and we couldn't pass him on the bottom. Didn't want to move him, so went to the top and really got a run off the top, and then passed him, and then lap cars kind of didn't follow our way, and then he got by us, and then stayed patient. Patient was key all night, and just worked back around him there, and we was able to get the job done.
Well, quick question. You said you didn't want to move him, but I saw you do a little bump and run there. And in the broadcast, I said, that's Bristol, baby. This place famous for the bump and run. And you got around him just incidental contact, or were you going to see if that was going to work for later in the race if you needed to use it?
I think it was just hard racing because, not intentionally or anything, but with this high speed here, you really can't check up really quick. It's kind of hard to check up, and, it's just hard racing. Everything's just super fast here, and, it was really fun.
Well, let's move on to the very end here. The last couple of restarts, I saw you do things different all 3 times, man. And the last time, you really kind of got a gap there. When he ran back up on you, were you concerned that he'd be able to throw the slider down in 3 and 4 and get around you?
I think most definitely he was quicker there. So, and with someone like him behind you that good, you can't really start the same place every time, or he'll get you every time. So you really got to just play good mind games, kind of, I guess you could say, and I don't know, you just got to be very consistent with him behind you, and even if he's in front of you, you got to be very consistent to beat him.
Well, fantastic battle all night long. A great win. I'm sure there are plenty of people you need to thank for a great car tonight.
I just got to thank you for broadcasting, Davin Carter Racing. I got to thank Lennon Whitfield and Austin Friedman and just everyone that helps, and my girlfriend for watching, my brother for sponsoring me into this race, and just everyone that helps.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and I look forward to seeing you back on the show very soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your winner tonight, Davin Cardwell. That right there is going to wrap it up for us. 7 different cars, 7 different shows in the last 2 days here from Bristol. Big thank you to Cardin Cochran for inviting us to cover all this. It has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed each and every race of it. And I hope that you guys have too. Thanks for tuning in with us. Don't forget, YouTube and Twitch, give us that subscribe. And anywhere on Facebook, drop by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock-ish Eastern, PRO, Sidewinder Dirt Series Big Block Modifieds will be on tap. And then Wednesday and Thursday, a trip back here to Bristol once again for the NARC SSR Bristol Nationals. 2 nights of racing. Dominic and I will cover at least those 3 this week. I don't think we have anything else on tap. And then we'll get back to our regular shows starting next Sunday. But we know you can watch anywhere you choose to watch here.